Just taking a look at what all that means for the race to the top four. Obviously, Juve and Napoli are fine. Inter should be fine as well. And then really Milan, Atalanta, Roma. You can also add Lazio and Torino. All would fancy their chances. Lazio, remember, have that game in hand. For Inter, it turned out to be a pretty good weekend despite the draw. And it was a terrible match, really, overall against Atalanta. Even more terrible for the neutrals. I just want to see Icardi score and see what the reaction was going to be from the home fans, because Matteo was saying yesterday that basically they'd been told not to celebrate if he scored.
The Curva Nord.
Yes.
So the ultras.
Yep.
They've been told that they can't celebrate a goal. However much sense that makes. But okay. Icardi had an opportunity, but that's the one chance he had. And to be quite honest, in this match, there weren't many opportunities for either team. It was early pressure from Inter. You thought that they were going to carry that energy throughout the course of the match. That didn't quite work out. It was Atalanta that were the better team towards the middle of the first half and towards the end of the first half. After that, it felt almost as if they were saying, you know what, we're not going to hurt each other. We'll move on to the next game and we'll take a point here and see you guys later. As for Icardi, he was good in terms of the hold-up play. He was good with his movement. There was no sign of his team not wanting to pass the ball to him. There was no sign of him not working for the team, because a lot of the work that he did was off the ball. I just think to be honest, it's just business as usual, and we just kind of move forward, because I think for them, for the players on the field, and for Spalletti, what matters most is getting results from here on out and making sure they're in the top four.
They should be fine, shouldn't they? Inter, top four?
Yeah, no question. No question. I think the interesting thing about this is it just goes to show you what footballers are like. Footballers are very much used to a roller coaster kind of life, you know, up and down, all over the place. And it just tells you that the guys apologise, because there is absolutely zero sign of the players with anything but giving him 100%, and him the same. I think the only other thing we know is that Inter and Spalletti absolutely want this guy Icardi on the field, because if he's not on the field, they won't be able to get rid of him at the end of the season. So at the moment, everybody's happy.
It's interesting, meanwhile, the chasing pack, man, looking for that fourth spot. They're all kind of fighting over each other to not get it. They're dropping points left, right and centre. Roma, the only successful team this weekend.
And everybody else struggling to get a result. Lazio having to tie the game very late against Sassuolo. And of all those teams, the one team that you could say perhaps has some momentum is Atalanta. And today they had an opportunity and didn't really take advantage of it. Aside from that, everybody else are finding ways of giving away points. It's almost as if you want to say, all right, who wants to be in the top four? Please step forward and make a case for yourself. There doesn't seem to be enough quality across the board in all these teams that we're talking about to truly make a case for any of them. Milan against Juventus, there were moments in which they were okay, but overall they just haven't been very good over the last month. And so if it's not for Piatek scoring goals, who knows where the goals are going to come from? So everybody here has some flaws. Everybody is vulnerable. And to be quite honest, a lot of these teams are just plain average.
Who have you got?
It's the four that are in there right now. It's theirs to throw away.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, listen, Atalanta are a solid team. And I think that's probably why, out of the rest, they might have a chance if somebody blows it, because they don't give too much away. The rest, I mean, some of the defending, likes of Roma, Lazio, they, for me, they throw goals away. So I don't see it changing.
You got Milan?
Yes, I don't see it changing.
I think it's important that Atalanta get Duvan Zapata back. His absence was very clear today, because his speed, his ability, his strength over distance, he allows this team to have an outlet, and then everybody can join in behind with Alejandro Papu Gomez and what have you. I think they would be the team that is on the outside looking in that could have an opportunity if Milan blow this. But I'm with Stevie. It only becomes an opportunity for Atalanta if Milan blow it.
For more, sign up now for ESPN+.